Mark, it's Kevin McGran here, the Star.
Yep.
First off, 5 guys, I think that's a testament to the scouting staff the last couple of years. Can you walk us through, I guess, each guy individually and what you hope these guys take away from this tournament?
Well, I mean, you got Nylander, who we all know what he's done so far this year, and he's been really good, and it should be a big tournament for him. He will be their top player. I mean, I don't talk to Team Sweden coaches, but it would look that way, what he's done in the American League and how well he's played this year. I mean, and you've got Mitch, the Marner, and he's been very good in London. He's been very good. He's I don't know where exactly he's going to be in the pecking order, but he's had a real good year, and so he should be. It should look good for him. I mean, you got Dermott. He's been, solid. Team's been winning. I think he's even more important for a defenseman. Like, he plays lots of minutes for Erie. He's been outstanding there for their team, and you've been talking to the coaches. So, looking for a big tournament from him. Timashov, he's been real good for Quebec, and I'm really interested in how he does, because I think he could be the sleeper of the bunch in this tournament that surprises a lot of people.
A follow-up, how much debate was there in terms of internally letting Nylander and Kapanen go to this tournament, or letting them continue to play with the Marlies? Is the tournament important to you guys?
Yeah, the tournament's important to us. I think it's a stage where you see players just seem to blossom. I mean, an example, I guess it's a little closer to where I got, but Max Domi last year, I thought he blossomed and showed the world how good he really is. I'm expecting that from both these boys. I think they can have a great tournament and show the hockey world how good they can be.
Hey, Mark, Mike Trikus with the National Post. How you doing?
Good.
With William Nylander in particular, leading the AHL in scoring as a 19-year-old, are you guys seriously taking a look once this tournament is over as to is he ready for the NHL, and is that becoming more of a realistic possibility once this thing's over in January?
Well, I just think we'll wait, and that'll be a decision what Lou will make, and the coaching staff, Lou and Mike. Right now, I'm just looking forward for him to have a good tournament. You know what, he will. I believe he will, and I think he will be a guy that's going to be an impact player in this tournament.
Mark, Adam. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Are the expectations different for a guy like Nylander, since he basically dominated that tournament a year ago, and now coming in with another year experience and pro experience? What are the expectations?
Well, I think to win. That should be his course, where he should be making sure, the team, he does well, of course, and being a leader and putting their team over the top to push the Canadians, the Russians, and everybody else. So I think that's what he has to show, that he can do, put up numbers and great leadership.
Thanks.
Hi, Mark. This is John Chipley-Hill of the Canadian Press. I was wondering, from a development standpoint, what you hope your players will get out of this tournament?
I think it's the experience and the hype and, the motion that you're going to get in the National Hockey League. What these players will get from this, too. I think it's important to feel that emotion, and I think it's such a hyped-up tournament. And, of course, then you get the other side is the competition. The competition is the best in the world at that age, and to be one of the best in that tournament as a player and as a team, it's important to their career.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark, Adam Photo from MapleLeafs.com. just a question about Travis Dermott. I know he wasn't a shoo-in necessarily to make Team Canada. Can you talk about the growth you've seen in him?
I think he's a young man that's leading their team in Erie, and he plays every other shift. I think the growth of him to understand how to play every game that you're going to get 30 minutes is important. And we're hoping someday that he'll be a top 4 defensive for the Leafs. And so all top 4 defensives play 25 minutes. So I see that growth in him, that he's doing that at the junior A level. And their team is winning. So I've been really pleasantly surprised on how he's handled the ice time.
Mark, it's Kevin again at the Toronto Star. I gather Mitch Marner is going to play right wing with Dylan Strome at center on that line. You still see Marner as a center long term for this team?
You know what? I think he's got to get physically stronger. I think we all know that, and I think he knows that. I think over time right now that at the start he'd be a wing, but I think he's very capable of playing center. He works hard both ends of the ice. He's got a very good work ethic. I just think he needs more strength.
And have you liked what you've seen of William Nylander as a center?
Yes, I have. I think he's still learning the position and making sure every face-off is a big face-off, and making sure the whole game he's doing what he has to do to get up and down the ice, because it's more work. And I think he's learning that process, and he's thriving there points-wise because he has the puck more.
And if I could just get you off topic a little bit, you're going over there, I presume, right?
Yes, I am.
How big a tournament is this for guys, the undrafted players over there, your Austin Matthews and your Tkachuk and those guys?
I think it's always important you see them players play at this high level, because you got some really top end players there that are going to be playing there, and I mean, I think of course our boy Nylander, and it's interesting how the Povieris and how they look in these tournaments. I think it is.
And can I get your take on Austin Matthews and how good he is playing with adults, and the whole notion of playing over in Switzerland as a North American team?
You know what? Yeah, he's been really good. The reports come back that he's consistently good too, which is important to any young man's career. Consistency is there, and kudos to him what he's done this year in a men's league, and consistently do it where he's not just had one game and every 2 weeks he's played every game at a high level.
Do you think more people will follow his pattern and go over to Europe?
Well, you're going to have to be really good, and everything's got to fall in place because of your age, and you got to be a late birthday, and so there's a lot of factors in there that got to happen before it can work.
Yeah.
Mark, it's John from CP again. I was wondering, having 5 players at the World Juniors, 3-4 years from now, all of them could be up on the Leafs. What does it mean to the organization to have so many players being called on at the international level?
I think it's great for the organization, and it's just not what's important to the 5 guys should be hopefully impact players on their team the way it's looking right now, but only time will tell that what happens there. But I think it's really important. I mean, I think over the years, if you've seen these players that have been at big junior or World Juniors, have done very well in the National Hockey with years to come.
As a follow-up to that, how closely are you going to be watching Canada versus Sweden on Wednesday, and then again on New Year's?
Well, yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's why it's so watched on TV. It's going to be games that I'm going to enjoy watching, because you got the young kids I'm going to be watching. Of course, they got that we've drafted. It's going to be a lot of fun.